honestly, that's something that I've been working on since coming back from my injury. Just being more comfortable with the offense at Creighton. And yeah, we're just excited to keep playing with one another. It's another opportunity that we have tomorrow, so we're super excited.
What was it like to get win number 1 in a Creighton uniform?
Yeah, it was awesome, especially just getting our first win together at Drake on the road. It was an awesome environment, and so it was really surreal, and it was awesome.
I don't know how much Nebraska you've watched, if you guys will do that today
Yeah.
or whatever the case is, but what type of challenges do their post players present?
Yeah, after watching film, they got big posts. They're physical, so we're just gonna go. We did some stuff yesterday, and then we're gonna practice today to prepare for that. But they're really good at running in transition, and they're good at sealing down low. So we got to be big and physical. Yeah, honestly, this is my first year, but I know it's a big rival, but like I said, it's a big game because it's our next game and it's our rivals. So I think it's just important for us to enjoy the moment, the environment, because it's going to be awesome, and just play with one another.
Who's your biggest rival at Northern Iowa?
My biggest rival at Northern Iowa is probably Drake.
Okay.
So yeah, it was nice beating them. And so yeah, we're excited for tomorrow.
Do you think it'll be different? Like, do you think, I don't know, Missouri Valley to Big East, a rivalry?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of similar. I know Creighton, Nebraska, it's a big rival. That's kind of like what I had at Drake. So just every game, you're just excited to go against that rival school. And like I said, we're just going to practice hard today and get ready for that game tomorrow.
Both teams have old ladies and former, champions.
Yeah.
It's something, some excitement there.
Yeah, like I said, it's just a big rival every year. It's always a close game, so we're just super excited to go against each other, and we're excited for tomorrow.
Grace, what do you think the biggest jump was for you guys from game 1 to game 2?
Yeah, just from the South Dakota State game to Drake, I think just the small things like boxing out, rebounding, communication, the small things. I think we did an amazing job versus Drake, and it led to us to a win.
I mean, they played a lot of zone, so my teammates did a great job of even just screening the zone, finding the open pockets is what really worked for me. So.
How did you keep your confidence after the first game? It's easy for a freshman to make their college debut, miss a few shots, and have their confidence stick, but you didn't. You bounced back at Drake. How'd you keep that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely my coaches and teammates definitely installed that confidence that they're like, you're a good shooter, so you have to keep shooting no matter what happened in the past. Kind of just have to put that away and just focus on the next steps because they know I'm capable of doing it. So they did a great job of that.
What was it like to get your first win in the Creighton uniform?
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I mean, because it didn't come in the first game, but it was awesome, and just the support I've had around me this whole time has been great. So. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. I've played quite a few games there, so it'll be fun to get to see familiar faces and even on the court, too. So.
How many people do you expect from your family to be there tomorrow?
Quite a few. I know my whole family's coming, and then also my whole high school team from Millard West is also going to be there. So.
What is your message to local players play basketball?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Just every home game, I know I can see a familiar face there, and then the support I just have throughout even the Creighton community and my community back at Millard West. It's been really good.
You didn't get to play Britt Prince in high school, but you got to play with her.
Yeah.
What do you anticipate seeing from her across the court?
Yeah, she's a great player. I'm playing with her for quite over 4 years. I mean, I've seen it all. So she's a great player. She's incredibly two-way. She can do pretty much everything. So she'll get going, but it'll be fun.
What's it going to be like playing in this rivalry for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a lot of fun just because I used to be teammates with two players on the team and really close to some of the families. So just getting to be in that environment will be something interesting.
Well, I was talking to somebody the other day about just how college athletics has changed, and maybe you don't have as many meaningful rivalries or opportunities to play teams with which you're quite as familiar. And I think this is one of those special games where we do know them pretty well and they know us pretty well, and our fan bases know each other, and the names are more familiar. I mean, we lost Jensen and Molly and Mogensen, and they lost Markowski, but there's still a familiarity, and I think that makes the game great within the state, but even regionally, I think it's a pivotal game for both teams usually early in the year.
You mentioned some of the unfamiliarity with the rosters. What do you expect from the Huskers tomorrow?
Well, I know Brett Prince has gotten off to a great start, and their post players have improved. I mean, they have young post players. I mean, Hargrove and Bozon are sophomores whose roles are going to be much greater than they were a year ago, and Petrie is now a junior, and I would expect her, to continue to have the kind of year that she's had to start. They've got a few more question marks at the guard, or at least they have some injuries, and so. But Callan Hake has been back, or is back, and and they've done. I think defensively, what they've done early in the year has been impressive, and I know competition matters, but they have 31 steals through through 2 games, so I know we're going to have to be tight with just ball security. In that building, in that environment, we can't give them easy baskets, and then they're going to throw the ball inside. I mean, they traditionally have a size advantage on us in the post, and tomorrow night will be no different.
You mentioned the post a couple times there. What kind of, even though Markowski is gone, what kind of challenges do they present out there?
Yeah, well, they're bigger and stronger than we are for the most part. At least taller. I mean, Grace has a chance, I think, from a strength and experience standpoint, but she's going to be giving up a couple inches at least. And Liz Gentry will give up a little bit of just experience in terms of she barely got to play last year. But they're balanced. I think that's the thing that Amy's teams, they can throw the ball inside, but they have good guards, and Britt's an explosive player. They've added a couple transfer pieces, Claire Johnson and Haley Weaver from Northwestern. So those kids have played and had success. So, we know that their balance is going to be, I think, a key to tomorrow night, but also their year as well.
You guys haven't lost in the NBA since 2021. Bringing in a new crew, what are some of the biggest factors going into the Rockets tomorrow?
Well, I just talked to them about just being in-game adjustments. I mean, early in the year, there's certainly some familiarity, but we have a lot of new players. They have a lot of first and second year players, so there's less familiarity. So I think the one thing that kind of insulates us a little bit is we do have a deeper rotation than we've had. So if a couple kids are really nervous, we're going to try somebody else, and maybe those kids are nervous, but I do think our depth can help us. I mean, there were times against Drake on the road where we had 4 freshmen on the floor at one time, and that can be good or bad. They can not know what's going on, or they can shrink from the moment. And hopefully we don't do that.
With so many freshmen, is there kind of an ignorance is bliss?
Yeah.
In that sense.
I mean, you guys just talked like Neleigh. I said, God, it's great that a freshman could go 0 for 7 in her first game and then do what she did the first half against Drake. I said you would have thought she went 7 for 7 in her first game based on the way the confidence that she showed early against Drake, and that's great. That's what you want. You want kids with short-term memories. So I'll take those kids all day.
So what is your secret sauce for tomorrow night game?
Well, I think we have to take care of the ball. I think I just looked the last 5 years we've played them. The only time we lost is the time where we had more than 10 turnovers. So we've been really good at taking care of the ball. We're going to, historically, we're just trying to be competitive on the glass. We're not going to beat them by 10 or 12 on the glass. We're trying to be as close to even as we can. And then, the biggest factor has been three-point shooting over the years. Our success has been low turnovers and trading some threes, 2s for 3s, and that doesn't mean it's going to be the case. But I think if we take care of the ball, that gives us a chance, because if we're guarding them in the half court, that's going to be better than if they get a lot of easy transition baskets and get the crowd into the game. And so that's certainly an important piece.